Marines in an armoured vehicle were killed by friendly fire. Originally, US officials thought it had been the target of Iraqi artillery, but investigators found it was hit from the air, and only Allied jets were involved in the skirmish.
What I'm describing for you is a very intense, very close combat, and it appears now that if you look, as we have, at the penetration of the vehicle, it came in on the back left-hand side and went into the engine compartment in the bottom right. So clearly it was an airborne missile, and we have every reason to conclude that it was, in fact, a friendly missile.
The US also admitted friendly fire was responsible for the death of another Marine in later fighting. Adding to the American losses, a B-52 bomber crashed into the Indian Ocean when returning from a mission in Iraq. The joint planes have been heavily involved in pounding Saddam's Republican Guards. Air Force officials say the bomber wasn't shot down, but had more likely developed mechanical problems. 3 of the crew were rescued, another 3 are missing. A similar fate for a US attack helicopter. The Cobra crashed while on escort duty, killing its 2-man crew. Allied commanders remain confident Desert Storm is proceeding as planned. They say incidents like the fatalities under friendly fire will always occur in military operations conducted on such a massive scale. They point to today's first daylight mission by British Tornadoes. It signals a new phase in the war effort, and the Allies' confidence that they rule the skies.
Clear sky, you can see the ground very well. Yeah, it was good. Very successful.
What about the ground fire coming back?
Yep, there was a bit of that, I have to say. Makes a change that you can actually roll and look at the target itself, control the aiming, and make sure that the bombs are going where they're going, as opposed to having the nav look on the radar.
There remains little sign of Iraqi resistance. The Scud missile attacks on Saudi Arabia and Israel continue, but the Patriots are proving a resilient defence. The Allies are claiming increasing success against the missile launches. 2 out of 3 responsible for the latest attacks were destroyed. John Wiseman, 3 National News.
The war today include 3 crewmen from an American B-52 bomber which crashed in the Indian Ocean. 3 other crewmen were rescued. And 2 helicopters have crashed in the last few hours, killing 6 crew. None of these crashes is attributed to Iraqi action. In what appears to be part of preparations for an amphibious assault on Kuwait, British Jaguar aircraft have attacked an island just off the coast. Failaka Island is about 12 kilometres from Kuwait City. The aircraft bombed Iraqi gun emplacements on the island. There's growing concern about some of the effects of the air attacks. Clouds of toxic gas cover parts of Iraq following Allied bombing of chemical weapons plants. French officials say they've detected clouds of nerve gas in non-lethal concentrations, but they suspect many Iraqis nearer the chemical factories may have been killed. It is such reports that have inspired spiritual leaders to pray for peace. Mother Teresa of Calcutta led prayers for world peace when she received an award recognizing her work promoting international understanding. And the tragedy of war is touching more Americans personally.
I can't believe he's not going to be home pretty soon.
And much of the nation heeded a call for a national day of prayer. And far from the conflict, demonstrations of different types. More than 100,000 Moroccans marched in support of Saddam Hussein and against the participation of Moroccan troops in the American-led alliance. And in Peru, 8 people were injured when leftist guerrillas blew up this Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant. Max Hayton, 3 National News.